In Canada, we have three global ETF. First is XEQT, second is ZEQT, third is VEQT. And many Canadian investors are debating which one is the best or which one should they invest their money in. So I spent some time going through the data, and let me break down simply what I found. So before we get into, it will be really helpful if you subscribe to my channel. It really helps me a lot. I'm just a regular Canadian sharing honest finance content every single week. First, let's see what are these three ETF actually are. So all three are all-in-one global equity ETFs. That means you buy one single ETF and you instantly own thousands of companies across the entire world. Canada, United States, Europe, Asia, and emerging markets like South America. All in one click, all in one ETF. So just 100% global stocks on just autopilot. So XEQT, like XTIV, all other ETFs with X. XEQT is from the BlackRock, so one of the biggest investment companies in the world. VEQT, like we have VFE in Canada, is from Vanguard. And ZEQT is from the BMO. Yes, BMO, the Canadian bank we deal with. So these are all three different ETF serving the same purpose, just a global equity ETF. Okay, so now what actually makes them different? I have three things. Number one is fees. So XEQT charges 0.20% per year. Like QQQ ETF, it also charges 0.2%. VEQT also charges 0.2% per year. ZEQT charges 0.18% per year. So let's say on $10,000 invested, difference is literally few almost identical numbers. Number two is how much Canada versus US they hold. So XEQT is 41% US stocks, 27% Canadian stocks, and VEQT is 43%, so slightly more than XEQT US stocks, and 31% Canadian stocks. ZEQT is 47% US stocks and 26% Canadian stocks. So if from this, VEQT is the most Canadian if we have to choose, and ZEQT is the most American one, and XEQT it falls right in the middle. Number three is fund size. So this matters more than actually people think about. XEQT has $14.8 billion in asset. VEQT has $22.2 billion in asset. And ZEQT, it only has $590 million in assets. So this is not a small difference between ZEQT and XEQT. XEQT is literally 25 times bigger than ZEQT. So bigger funds means tighter spread, lower trading cost, and almost zero chance of closure. And here's something that made me laugh while I doing research. The people online are debating. They're debating on TikTok, on YouTube, that whether they should buy XEQT versus VEQT versus ZEQT. Most of them haven't invested a single dollar yet. Analysis paralysis, if you know, is a real thing in today's world. So don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Now let's move to another interesting part. Let's talk about the returns, because this is where it gets interesting. Over the last 5 years, all three performed almost identical. Almost same. So executed 20.8% average annual return. Last 5 years we're talking about. VEQT 20.8% again, exact same return. Whereas ZEQT 20.68% average annual return. So I'm not making that up, the difference is literally fractions of percent. Now show me a fund manager charging 1 to 2% in fees who beats that consistently. They can't. This is why passive investing wins the long term. So which one should you actually buy? So my personal recommendation is XEQT. It's low effective fees, largest fund, most balanced global allocation, and it's just the simplest choice. But my honest breakdown is that if you want more Canadian exposure, it's not a big deal, it's not a biggest percentage, it's just a 2 to 3% change. And if you want more US stocks and you're more bullish on US market, then ZEQT. Just know it's a smaller fund. But according to me, if you want the safest and most balanced option, XEQT is the way to go. But the most important thing that I want you to leave with is that the difference between XEQT, VEQT and ZEQT over the long frame, 25 to 30 years, is almost nothing. You know what the real difference gonna make? Whether you today invest $500 a month consistently for next 25 years, or whether you spend those 25 years trying to find the best ETF. So $500 a month in any of the three ETF doesn't matter. At 8% average return for 25 years, you're looking roughly at $500,000. And if we extend that time frame next 10 to 15 years more, you will be easily close to $1 million. So that number will be the same whether you pick XEQT, ZEQT or VEQT. So stop overthinking, just pick one. Open your Wealthsimple or Questrade, set up the automatic contribution and forget about it. And your future self will definitely thank you. So if this video helps you, please give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post Canadian finance and real estate content every single week, specifically for Canadians who want to build a wealth from scratch. And comment below whether you invest in XEQT or if you invest in ZEQT or VEQT and why. I want to know. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.